July 16th. On the night Mom decided we should bust out, we tried to make it like everything was perfectly normal. Only thing different was me and Rondell didn't change out of our street clothes when Jaden called for lights out. We just climbed in bed and pulled the covers over our jeans and sweatshirts and dirty-ass kicks. When Jaden came by for his nightly room check, we closed our eyes up quick like we were already passed out. He walked in, did his normal circle where he checks everything off on a clipboard, and then walked back out to get ready to leave for the night. Right after he left, I heard Rondell snickering like a little girl. "Shut the hell up, Rondell," I whispered. "I'm trying," he whispered back. "Well, try harder. Put a pillow over your damn head or something." It's not like I was freaked out or nervous or whatever. I just didn't want shit to go wrong before we even did anything. Rondell did what I said. He put the pillow over his head, and for the next 2 hours we waited for Mom's signal. 2 loud finger snaps from the hall. Fully dressed, bags packed, swiped screwdriver stashed between my 2 mattresses. I laid there quietly, staring at the paint-chipped ceiling and thinking about stuff. Like my rowdy school cafeteria at lunchtime and me and Diego's secret fishing spot along the levee and riding Diego's dirt bike to the store for Mom's, and my grandma's old arthritis hands patting down tortillas on the griddle in Fresno. I thought about the day Gramps had us out there in the fields from sunup to sundown, bent over picking berries. How after less than an hour, I was so mad tired, I didn't think I could do it even 10 more minutes. But somehow I made it through the rest of the day. All these random things, they just kept flashing up through my mind, and I let them. But after a while, this idea popped in my head. I bet when people get old, there's only a couple actual moments they can look back and say, yo, that moment changed my life forever. And most of them probably aren't even the person's choice. Somebody gets hit by a car, or gets fired from a job, or wins the lottery, or their pops gets blown to pieces by a grenade in some stupid war. But tonight was the opposite kind of moment. I was making a conscious choice. The second I broke out of the group home and started for Mexico, my life would be changed forever, and it would be because I wanted it changed. I knew I could never come back after this. They'd most likely throw me in real prison, and I heard some pretty bad things about that. Shit like you don't even want to know, man. Right in the middle of all my thinking, I heard 2 loud snaps in the hall. I jumped out of my bed and scooped my bag, turned to Rondell, ready to make shit happen. But you wouldn't believe what I found. His crazy ass was actually asleep. No lie, dude was out cold, snoring and twitching, drooling on his damn mattress, probably dreaming about chilling with one of the disciples. I stood there for a sec, trying to think what kind of fool could fall asleep right before he broke out of a damn group home and went on the run. Only Rondell, man. I reached down and shook him awake. Come on, Rondell, get up, man, we gotta go. But I'll give the guy this, he didn't need no transition time. He whipped off his covers, slid out his own bag, and was pulling open the window over his bed before I could even get the screwdriver out from between my mattresses. He went right to work on the bars. We'd already unscrewed most of the bolts securing them to the house, so all he had to do was get the last 2. When he did, I helped boost his big ass through the window and watched him fall into the bushes outside. A couple neighborhood dogs started barking. I dropped both our bags out after him. I paused for a sec at the window, and Rondell looked back up at me. "Ain't you coming?" he said. "Yeah," I said. "I just gotta do something real quick. Go around the other side like we talked about. I'll meet you guys there." Rondell nodded and took off with our bags. I replaced the bars on the window, redid the 2 bolts, and closed the window back up. Then I snuck out of our room and down the hall toward the office with Jaden's keys.